Right, people, we're back again with another show again today, and I hope everybody is doing well. Again, it's tradition here to first of all say good morning, a good afternoon, good evening. I wholeheartedly offer whatever suits your time zone, and I sincerely do hope everyone is doing well. And thanks to Fahim, CFC for him today, I'm able to get his graphics rather than wait for the guys at FOTMob to get your lineup. But ironically, today they already have their lineup out, but I can use them both. But I prefer this one from my brother and friend at CFC Fahim. A great channel, great content, and I urge you to go check out his content if you haven't. He has some great content. He keeps everything objective, and that's why I am friends with him. So quickly, I'm going to go through the comments in the chat, and I will later drop the link to the panel in the chat. So if you have time, you can come and join us. And hopefully, the boys in blue will get us a win today because a win will go a long way. We've suffered enough this period. It's been one problem after the other. Yes, Nick, let me send the link to you via Twitter. Thank you very much. I know you are in the stadium. Sorry, I forgot to send it to you earlier as promised. And yeah, again, not too much surprise in terms of the lineup. Again, I was hoping that Kovacic would start this one, given that he brings something different, and no matter how the opponent presses, he does quite well. So I'm just surprised why he's not there. 1 second, please. Nick Blue, I'm going to send him the link. There you go, Nick. I've sent the link to your Twitter account. So whenever you're ready to join us, you are welcome to do so. So let's look at the lineup. Again, as I was saying, let me go through the chat quickly. And this is just Glenn saying, hey, Kachila. And this is Mikhail saying, not expecting much today after Brentford. As long as we avoid embarrassing ourselves, I will be relieved. I think, Mikhail, if you ask me, I'd say that's a coping mechanism from you. You and I know that this is a different game altogether. I think we'll do better today, and hopefully the fans will concentrate on supporting the team and not protest, because you could ask me, that's another factor that contributed to the poor performance of the team on that day. Probably the fans got tired out before the game started, but today there's no protest planned. Their sole focus will be to support the team, and that will be good to see. This is Kronos Dan saying, hello Dan, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Nice to see you again. Hey Kachila, the queen of the house, saying, hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Hey everyone in the chat, and this is big up the panel and the chat. Big up to you too, Glenn. I hope you're doing well. And Kronos Dan says, hello, I bagged a semi-final ticket and will be at Wembley. My niece, my nice brother bought me a ticket up in the guts, but oh well, yep. Well, that's good. You're a lucky man, and I'd enjoy it if I were you. Congratulations. I enjoyed the game, and I'll put the link in the chat in case you want to join from the stadium also. Send me the link. I've done that. It's in your Twitter. Send it via your Twitter account, DM. That's awesome, Cronus. That's awesome too. Yeah, it's enjoyable. I am going for a win and nothing less than that. Yeah, I think we can get a win today. Plus, Carlo Ancelotti, I heard, will not be on the bench. Let me check here to see. I think he is there. If it's not there, they will write the name of the person that will be there. And if he was vaxxed, you can be rest assured that he must have recovered from the COVID that he had. Curtis Dan says, after my last two games at West Ham and Sports Stadium, sat in their fans, and it's nice to be back where I belong amongst our fans. Yep, home. There's no place like a home. And this is Glenn saying you had to sit with Spurs fans. Poor guy. Yeah, the rivalry, it runs deep if you're a Chelsea fan or if you're a Sports fan. But that's by the way. Again, looking at the lineup, we have a three at the back as we expected, and the formation is 3-4-2-1 as expected also. And I knew Andres Christensen, if he was fit, will start. I knew Thiago Silva will start, and I also knew Antonio Rudiger would start. But the surprising aspect for me is the structure. I did not expect Cesar Azpilicueta to be the guy to start as a left wing back man. I thought Malang Sarr would start there, but that's not a bad selection. Cesar Azpilicueta has played as he's played in the left position, but traditionally left back, not left wing back. I think, given the fact he's right-footed, predominantly right-footed, excuse me, staying in the left wing back position reduces further his contributions going forward. I think the idea of Tuchel playing him there might have been for his contributions defensively, not attacking wise, and that's a good idea if you ask me. And we have Kante and Jorginho as the 2 6s, and Reece James, the king himself, occupies the position, his traditional position. I think we're good in terms of the right wing guard position. I have no concerns there. For the 2 8s or 2 ends or 2 10s, depending on the application, we have Christian Pulisic on the left hand side, Mount on the right hand side. Yep. Okay, I'll go to the chat in a bit. Christian Pulisic, I am happy that he's the one starting there, but I would have tried if I were Thomas Tuchel, I would have found a way to try to accommodate Hakim Ziyech. There's no doubt he's one of our most creative players, and you could argue the most informed, actually, if you ask me. But Christian Pulisic isn't a bad idea, while Mason Mount isn't a bad idea. Christian Pulisic, I'd like to have him on the team anytime, any day, because on this day, one thing you get from him is that he will almost always make decisive runs behind the opposition defenders, and he's hardly caught offside, and that's because that's down really to how he plays. He likes to run with the ball, so usually you hardly find him offside. And when he makes those runs behind the defensive line of the opponents, you can be rest assured if you get the ball to him 7 times out of 10, he will put the ball away. He's a fine finisher on his day. And for Mason Mount, though to me, you could numbers say otherwise, but I'd say sometimes he can be too selfish for me. But I think we need him in this game, given his industry and his ability to press from the front is great. And for Kai Havertz, the King Kai himself, he's been in brilliant form. Notwithstanding that he wasn't really at his best during the last game, but I think you could say it wasn't down to him. For Bridge, I will maximize Nick so we can enjoy the pictures that he's getting from us for us there. Nick, how's everything going there?
Yeah, hi, Coach. Yeah,
I'm good.
Ground. The atmosphere is crazy outside. It's going crazy. Inside, it will start going crazy very soon.
Good.
Real Madrid fans already.
Awesome. How's the atmosphere today? Is it better than it was against the game against Brentford?
It's going to be incredible atmosphere coming up. Everyone's still outside, singing outside, bantering with Real Madrid fans. It's really it's great to see, I'm inside now. I just come in a bit early so I can talk to you. And let me show you around the ground.
Yeah, please go ahead. I think we'd like to see that. Yeah, the people are still coming in gradually. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Are the players have they done their warm ups, or they haven't started, or they in the middle of it? That is good. That is looking good. That is looking good.
The players will come out to train. I'll show you that.
All right, no problem. I'm looking forward to have you back.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go back to the chat again and see what we have there. And this is Kronos Dan saying, I got asked last minute from a sports mate, would you If would I like to go for free on a space, I could exactly turn it down when I'm never been there. Yeah, it's a good experience to have. It don't matter if they're a rival fan or not. I would take it anytime, any day. A good football match will always be a good football match. Come on, Chelsea. Yeah, come on, Chelsea. We need the winner tonight. And this is as Aspie has played great as left back. Yeah, but you must recognize the difference between playing at a left back and left wing back. I think that that's two. That's a difference between the two of them. I think because he's playing as a left wing back in the left wing back position, that again adds to his deficiencies. It reduces, his ability to contribute attacking wise because first of all, he's not primarily left-footed, and also that's another thing he has to deal with. And then he has to deal with the fact that he's by default a left back, not a left wing back. Yeah, I'm going to take you back again to Nick, so we'll see the pictures he's showing us from the stadium. And while we look at that, I'd like to talk about the midfield two, where we have N'Golo Kante and Jorginho. I expected Mateo Kovacic to start that game. Unfortunately for us, he's not starting. And let me even see if he's on the bench.
Coach, can you hear the Madrid fans?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can hear them. They're really loud. They're really loud.
Yeah, but soon we're gonna be loud. We get all outside drinking as usual. You know?
Okay. So whenever the players start warming up, it'll be beautiful to hear from you again. Did you hear that? Okay, I didn't think he heard me. And again, we have Carlo Ancelotti was cleared to be in the dugout today. Yes, I suspected he'd be there, given that probably he's vaccinated and wouldn't go through much issues before the game. And he has had a few days to rest and be ready for the game. And this is CFC Fahim. Big up to you, brother. And everyone in the chat, please make sure if you haven't checked out CFC Fahim, please go and do so. It will be you will not regret it if you do. Yeah, Nick, you have anything for us, or you want to go and come back in when the players start to warm up?
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay, come back when the players start to warm up. All right, thank you very much, Nick. I appreciate that. Okay, now let's look at the lineup again. As I was saying, I am really concerned that Kovacic isn't playing. In the Real Madrid side, I think they have more physical players in the midfield than Jorginho. So I think we'd have been better off with a Kovacic rather than a Jorginho. Why, if you ask me, I'd let you know. The reason being, we struggle when we play against opponents that press us aggressively. And under Carlo Ancelotti, the Real Madrid are a different animal than they were under Zinedine Zidane. Under Zinedine Zidane, they didn't press as aggressive. That is, they don't press aggressively as they do under Carlo Ancelotti. And under Carlo Ancelotti, they defend better than they did under Zinedine Zidane. So that on its own is something that we must. That's why I am concerned that Jorginho is starting over Mateo Kovacic. I know we want to control the game. I know we'd like to, dictate the tempo of the game. But I think Real Madrid in the midfield, let's look at it here. They have Casemiro as expected. They have Toni Kroos. These two players, you could argue, are more physical. They're more physical than Jorginho.
Madrid players are out. Some of them are out now.
Okay, so I'm going to put you on a solo mode so people can see what you have for us from the stadium. And again, people, this is Nick Blue reporting from Stamford Bridge, and he has some great pictures for us there. This is Real Madrid players warming up, and I'm guessing that is Thibaut Courtois between the sticks from them warming up. And I'm going to go through the chat again. Here we have, CSC Fahim saying, hi, Russian programmer says, we did it. We can do it again. Donald from Russia, nice to hear from you, Donald. Yes, we can do it again. With all we need is just faith. And the loss against Brentford means nothing. This is a different level of game all together. And Donut, please, if you haven't, be sure to smash that like button, and also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We have a daily show called the Blue Morning Show, and I think you'd love it if you witness it. So I'm imploring you to please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. That will go a long way for us. So now, again, let me take a look at the pictures that Nick Blue has for us. Yeah, the picture is looking good, and hopefully the atmosphere will be even better than it was during the game against Brentford. I hope to see a more vociferous Chelsea fans to support our players. Big up to you, Fahim. That's from Jos Viola. And Bali came to see the game today, making the right moves. What a guy. Oh, that's great to hear. I never knew. I never knew that Todd Bali is in the stadium to see the game. And that's more action than talking, which means I think I'm already falling in love with him. And hopefully him or the Martin Broughton group, it will emerge as the new owners of Chelsea Football Club. Big up Fahim says Glenn, and big up Glenn says, in return. What about the ownership? Who will take it? Is it possible the government clears a Roman? I think that possibility has gone. And I must let you know this Russian programmer. Here's the thing. I think if you were Roman yourself at this point, you'd be tired of the fact that every time there's an international crisis that Russia is involved, you'll be a target of some world leaders. So I think Roman himself at this point will be tired of that. That the fact that every time Russia is involved in any sort of crisis, he gets sanctioned. So I'd take a break from it if it was me. I'd let it go, not even take a break. I wouldn't want that situation, and I will go find somewhere to sit and enjoy my money rather than be scapegoated every time something like this that happens. So to me, I don't think it will happen. That ship has already sold, and Roman at this point is really bent on selling the club, and he will find hopefully he hands us or leaves us in the hands of a good owner who's not just a profit focused, who understands that if the club does well, then you can make a profit. Now, it says, okay, I will keep looking, and this is just Viola, jealous of Nick Blue. So looking at the lineup again, as I was saying, looking at the Real Madrid midfielders, I think the two players there, Toni Kroos and Casemiro, both are very, very physical, more physical than Jorginho, and that's a concern to me. And Real Madrid under Carlo Ancelotti, they press very well, and they don't just press very well, they press aggressively. So that makes me wonder why Tuchel has opted, why he's opted for Jorginho rather than Kante. Mateo Kovacic. You could say it could be possibly because the last time we played them, I think Jorginho, he did fairly well. He didn't do bad either, and hopefully he performs well today. Maybe Kovacic will come into the game, or as the game progresses, if there's need for him. So let me see what's in the chat again. Fahim says, shame Hazard isn't in the squad. Yeah, I think Hazard will be out till the end of the season. Where's the injury list here? I'm not seeing it here. I think we saw it the other day when we had this open. It's a shame, and I think he needs to leave Real Madrid, and that would be good also for Real Madrid, and also good for Hazard himself as an individual. He needs to put his career right on track. Then he needs to leave Real Madrid. I think I'm going to put the link to the panel in the chat. So if anybody wants to join me for the conversation, feel free to do so. Okay, I'm going to do that now. Here is the link to the panel. There you go, and I'm going to pin it in case anybody else has time to join us. That will be brilliant. So I think the only issue I have this lineup is the fact that Jorginho is starting over Mateo Kovacic, and again, I'm a bit concerned that we will lack creativity because Ziyech isn't on the pitch, and of all the guys who are on the pitch, nobody there has the pass accuracy of Hakim Ziyech or can shoot, you know, as accurately as Hakim Ziyech does. So I'm not sure why he isn't starting. But then again, I'm not Thomas Tuchel. He's the guy that trains this guy day in, day out. So he probably knows why he picked them up instead.
Yeah.
Nick, do you have any update for us?
Yeah, Chelsea just coming out to warm up now. Let me show you the pictures.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, that's a brilliant. Yeah, that's brilliant. See if we can zoom in so we can see it even better. But no, the picture is good no matter what. We love to see that.
It's really wet. It's pouring down with rain now. I'm getting soaked.
Okay, you get out of the rain and you can always join whenever you can. Again, you're always welcome to.
I'll put the rain.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, that's brilliant. Yes, please do smash that like button. That helps us reach. That will help force the YouTube algorithm to push the stream to more people who are interested in this sort of type of
Let me
stream.
show you the big snake, Coach.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you the snake of Madrid, the silly cat. Sorry, I should be slow.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but go ahead, show us.
That's the snake. We call him the snake.
Yeah, I know. I understand. It is something that no Chelsea fan will ever forget. I think we all can agree for some reason. Yeah, but that's by the way. And Nick, question for you. If you can hear me, but I'll wait for Nick. Let me just put it this way and continue talking about the lineup. If there's any need to go solo for us to see Nick's picture very well, I would do that. And please, if you're in the chat, if you haven't, be sure to smash that like button so that we can reach more people, and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, we have 22 people watching and we have just 12 likes. I think we can do better than that. Please do as much as you can. Make sure to like the video so that Google can push it to more people. And if you can, please just type in "thank you, Nick" in the chat. Nick made the last time there was a protest at Stamford Bridge, he made it brilliant for us by showing us, bringing us live pictures from the protest. That I can never thank him enough. Maybe you should join me in saying thank you to Nick. And today again, he's in the stadium trying to show us the players warming up and the atmosphere. Nick, I have a question for you, Nick, if you don't mind. I hope there's no protest planned today, because it seemed as the fact is the last time that there was a protest at the stadium, that actually did affect the performance of the fans. They were not as vociferous as I'd like to see them be. Hazard is having an ankle surgery, or maybe he already had gone. Yeah, I think he will be out to the end of the season. What a sad story that has become. Nick, you wanted to say something? Okay, I don't think Nick wants to say something whenever he's ready. Do you think Lukaku will have minutes in this game? Yeah, go ahead. I said you wanted to say something.
I was going to say, hold on, because when the crowd is building up now, Chelsea will start going crazy very shortly. They're getting on already. Let me show you more pictures.
Okay. Yeah, the stadium is beginning to fill up, and that is good to see. Yeah, that's good to see, and hopefully the fans will be yeah. It's looking good. It's looking even better by the minute. Yeah, the stadium will fill up soon, and that's beautiful. Yeah, that is really beautiful. As much as I'd like to see the Chelsea fans sing that, I would like them to concentrate on supporting our team today, because we need a win. We desperately need a win. A win will do us a world of good. Nick, I heard somebody in the chat said. First, let me answer this question quickly. Do you think Lukaku will have minutes in this game? Ola, I think he will. It depends on how things turn out. There are situations that could call for him to be brought on earlier than planned, and also if we also score early goal and we're leading like 3 goals, I think he might bring him in.
Coach,
Um,
I've got a Chelsea fan
yes,
here.
yes.
Said a few words.
One of the biggest Chelsea fans there is.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on, Thomas Tuchel. Talk to this guy.
Hi, how are you doing, mate? How are you?
Love it. Nice.
From the USA, but
For the USA,
You're loving it? Are
whereabouts?
you feeling confident? Are you feeling confident, or are you concerned given our loss to Brentford at home?
You're messing with the wrong people for the USA. We're 3 of them here.
Oh, is he an American? That's even better if he's an American.
Yeah.
So, Nick, tell us, did you hear anything?
Japan.
All right, no problem. You can come back in whenever you want.
All right. Hello.
All right. So, as I was saying, Lukaku getting some.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you guys. How are you guys doing? Are you feeling confident? Do you think we'll win this game?
A love channel?
Yeah, live channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm showing you the multinational supporters we have.
Yes, that's important to see. Yes, Chelsea is an international club. We have fans all over the world, so it's good to see. And if you can get us anybody that will be willing to speak with us, I'd like to interview them and know how they're doing, how they're feeling, if they're feeling confident or if they're concerned. Whatever you want to do, Nick. Yeah, as I was saying to Carl Ola, Lukaku will get some minutes. It depends on how the game pan out. He might even start earlier. I hope he doesn't come to that, because for him, if it's not starting, for him to come in earlier means something isn't quite right. So I'd like him to come on later in the game, which means we're doing well, which will mean that, it's a good game for us. Looking forward to the Snake chance. I hope to see that, but then again, I'd like our fans to concentrate on supporting our team. We need all the support that we can get today so that the players will do well. Big up Chelsea Perspective, Todd Bowley at the game. Yes, I wanted to ask you something, Nick, if you're still there. If not, I understand. Nick, we're hearing Deals CFC says that Todd Bowley is in the stadium.
Yeah, I can't say a guarantee, but maybe he is. But I haven't heard, I haven't heard anything from that really. Yeah, there's a chance it's there, but then again, you cannot tell. But if it's there, the cameraman will most definitely pick him up. Maybe they're all here. Chances they.
Yep, there's a possibility that they're all there. Even the Ricketts, the Martin Broughton team, and also Stephen Pagluka. There's a chance that they're all here, and that would be good to see. And if any of them are there, I think the camera will pick them up. Yes, what do you say?
I'm going to try and get the Chelsea lot here to start seeing it a bit.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. If you want to do that, that's not a problem. You can always, like I said, you can always join back whenever you have time. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do. So looking at the Real Madrid, go ahead. Looking at the Real Madrid players, I think Kai Havertz, in terms of aerially, maybe not especially against Militao, but against Alaba, I think he will have a good day in terms of he's taller and also he's strong aerially. I think Militao will be the only person that gives some problems. That makes me think I think we would have been better off with Lukaku, but then again, the services won't come in as much as possible because we don't play that way, and he may not find the space to operate, because he does better whenever there is the space to operate. Yep, that is funny indeed, and I think he gets it. I think they will sing it today even louder than they've ever done before, because we need the win today. And this is a Chelsea perspective. Todd Bowley at the game. Yeah, you said that before, and thank you very much for informing us of that. And if he is in the stadium, the cameras will pick him up. Tom Ricketts departed the UK at lunchtime today following meeting regarding his Chelsea takeover bid. Meanwhile, Todd Bowley gets to London just in time for the match versus Real Madrid. And that's to show you who really cares about the game. Because if the Ricketts were serious about, becoming the owners of Chelsea Football Club and were serious about trying, to make amends, to win over the Chelsea fans, they'd know that Chelsea, who knows if they even knew that Chelsea has a game today. I'm suspecting they don't know, because they have been better off, extending their stay just to watch the game. That will go a long way, for them in the eyes of some fans. But that is, by the way, I'm not going to, dwell so much on that.
Can you see that?
Again, the picture. Yes, we can see we can see the players warming up, and that it's looking beautiful. Yeah, those are beautiful. Again, if you're in the chat, I have the link to the panel in the chat. So if you want to join us, feel free to do so. But then I must let you know there isn't really much to talk about, given the fact that Chelsea deployed a familiar formation and didn't change much in the team. Except the surprise in the team for me is just Hakim Ziyech's absence, and for the fact that Cesar Azpilicueta is starting in the left wing back position. Other than that, I think the lineup is just as suspected, if you ask me. Chelsea perspective, yep, thank you very much. And I am going 2-0 Chelsea. I hope that happens, but I'd see us winning 1-0. I think 1-0. A win is all I need. And again, you remember away goal rules don't count anymore. Yep, that's. I think we'd win the game, but I don't think it will be 2-0. I think we will win 1-0, or even I think they score. If they score, which it means that we will win by 2-1. But I think we will win 1-0 because we don't concede too much, and I'm not really concerned about the fact that we conceded 4 goals against Brentford at home. That doesn't change anything. There are a couple of factors that contributed to that woeful performance for our players, and that was why I never bothered doing a match review. And if had I done that, I would have. My main point would have been the factors that contributed to the poor performance, which includes the international break and then the Chelsea Football Club sell conundrum. And nothing to do with the players individually. I don't do that. And Kronos Dan says, gladly Bowley is at the game, hopefully at sat with Marina and Czech. I think that will happen eventually, but we're not sure if it's going to be today. But what a plan it is for them. And the Ricketts had to leave immediately. That begs the question, do they even know that Chelsea is playing today? That we're playing today, and they're planning to take over the club. Todd Bowley, for him, being at the stadium alone is great, because I'm sure the meeting, they're not going to meet during the game. So kudos to him. He gets to interact with the fans if he gets a chance. And also the camera will show him that he's in the stadium. That's a plus for him. That will make him even more likable by the Chelsea fans. We need to win no matter what. A win is what all we need. A win would do us a world of good, brother. Yes, we need to win. And that's why I am happy that the fans there are no protests planned today, because that will be another distraction. Yes, factors such as the international break and also the Cell conundrum contributed to the poor performance last time. But the truth is the fans themselves weren't at their best. They probably exhausted their energy outside the stadium protesting. And by the time the game started, they were tired and couldn't do much to support the team. But today, I expect them to be vociferous. I expect them to sing loudly and support the team, and not even be distracted in terms of singing the snake song for Thibaut Courtois. Thomas and Laura Ricketts were both at the Chelsea women's game on Sunday. Okay, reading. Okay, versus Reading, so to speak. The Ricketts family also had representatives at the Brentford match. Okay, according to Mark Law. Oh, that's good to see. Sent you a DM. Okay, I will check it. Okay, in a bit. Let's stay undefeated against Madrid. I think we can do that. I think we can, and I'm looking forward to us winning, or even a draw. Even if we drew at home, I'd be confident that we will do well against them at Madrid. Because they come all out to get a goal and then be exposed. And if you're in the chat, please, the link to the panel is in the chat. And if you want to join the panel, that's up to you. And my brother Ludichenko, I hope you and your family are doing well. I recall you told me that you're in Ukraine. Even if you're not there, I know you still have relatives there. And my prayers and thoughts are with you and your family. And I do believe everything will be all right. And I hope the conflicts comes to an end sooner than later. And this is Bobby, my friend and brother, says, tell Nick they better make some real noise. Yes, I've told him that. I've told Nick that, and I'm happy there are no protests planned today. Their main plan should be to support the team. Don't even bother singing the snake song for Thibaut Courtois. Focus your energy on supporting our boys. Be as loud as you can. That will make a huge difference. Or let me put it in football term, be the 12th man for the team. I think that will go a long way. There are pictures, online. There are pictures online. Okay, good to see. And I am still on my way to the stadium. Good to hear that, Bobby. Enjoy the game. And please be as loud as you've advised Nick and his boys to be. That would be great already. The Sky Sports has posted a video. Let me check the DM like Just Viola said. All right. Let me see, Just Viola. I haven't seen the video you're talking about. I don't know why. Oh, I see that. Todd Barley. Okay, I think I can play that comfortably with no issue. All right, just give me a second. Let me arrange that, and I'll show you to you guys. And thank you very much for providing that information, Just Viola. So yeah, that's good to see, and I hope you guys can see that too. The title says Todd Barley, who is leading a consortium to buy Chelsea Football Club, arrives at Stamford Bridge for tonight's Champions League game versus Real Madrid. That is just a brilliant, at least that's a plus for him. And I hope he gets to interact with some Chelsea fans there. That will make a whole lot of difference. John, your device is still not connected. It says device not connected. The moment it connects, I will gladly add you to the panel. And this is, that is just beautiful. That is just beautiful again. That is nice to see. And I hope we get a win today, so nobody starts to say he jinxed it for us. He's bad luck and all that. And this is Absolute Chelsea with the same report, but this time with audio. So again, as I'm telling you, John, your device isn't already. Sorry about that, and that usually happens in Android, Apple phones. So maybe that's the case. Yeah, good to see it. The man is there live, and that's brilliant. So now let's go back to the lineup again. Let me try and read what I have in the chat here. I'm going to close this window because it's noisy. Yep, it's closed. And now, let me see. Barley tried to hide himself. Well, he's too popular now to the Chelsea fans to be able to get away with his presence at the bridge. And it's on Sky Sports Chelsea Perspective. Okay, thank you very much. Nick, we all have to make some mad noise. Yes, you have to do that. That's important. Support the player. Focus your energy on supporting the players and not singing the snake song for Thibaut Courtois. You need to be the 12th man for the team. And believe me, that will go a long way. So please keep singing the players' names and sing Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Yes, Elias CFC. Nice to see you, brother. It's been quite a while. I hope you're doing well. But more importantly, it is nice to see you again. And Fair Boy, big up Chelsea Perspective. Big up to you, brother. How are you doing? And thanks for joining the pregame show. I hope you're doing well. Again, I have the link to the panel in the chat in case if you have time to join us, feel free to do so. And I will gladly add you if I see you in the backstage. And we're waiting for Nick Blue. He's going to join us again with live pictures from the stadium. He says, yeah, big up, yeah, go make some noise, be as vociferous as possible, sing you alongside, and make sure the players can hear them, make a difference today, and it will a win, because a win will do us all a world of good. Yes, people, please do like the stream. We have 24 likes. We can do more than that, and we can reach more people if we do. Yes, please make sure to smash that like button. And then here we have Fairboy said the lineup is interesting. What do you think about Aspie? Yes, I think I've talked about it, but I'm going to talk about it again anyway. I think I'd rather play Malang Sarr there. Yes, maybe Tuchel thinks that Aspie is defensively sound than Malang Sarr, but I think otherwise. I think really Sarr is better. Maybe you could argue experience-wise that Azpilicueta is better, but Sarr is quicker. Sarr one-on-one, I think I can't tell at this point, but really he's better. And also attacking-wise, I think he's a good passer of the ball. I've learned that. It's just that the day he proved that he's not good in terms of passes, he can orchestrate intricate and decisive passes. Kante did not finish that ball, but the vision alone to pick up Kante's run showed what he can do with that sweet left foot of his. So, yeah, I would have preferred Malang Sarr to start on in the left wing back position rather than Cesar Azpilicueta, who's not traditionally left-footed. So, to me, I would have done, started Malang Sarr there, but not Alonso. Maybe Fairboy has Alonso in mind. Good luck in the West Stand. I hope they somehow make some noise. I think they will. We need this win. We've been going through a lot of late, and a win would do us a world of good. And that's why we should be as loud as possible. Let's go, says Steve Chelsea. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's go and get us a win. We need to win the game today. Chelsea Perspective, you saw Jorginho start. I told you we never trust Tuchel when it comes to lineup. He can put anything out. I wouldn't call it anything. I think Tuchel is a great tactician. We must learn that he's good. In terms of whatever he does in terms of lineup, I trust him. The only issue I've had with Tuchel so far is late substitutions is the only issue I've heard with him. But in terms of his selection, I don't have a problem with that. He knows, he looks at the game from a tactical, he uses statistics a lot. So there's a reason why he picked Jorginho. Maybe as Olaoluwa, who wrote a great article on the predicted lineup for this game on our blog, by the way, Trust Perspective blog, he suggested that Jorginho is there to help us control the game. And the truth is, I think he made a great point there, because in the absence of Jorginho, we seem to struggle. Is Jorginho the best there? No, he isn't the best, but we have to make do with what we have. Whenever he's on the pitch, we seem to control games better than when he is not on the pitch. Yep. And again, where is Ziyech? That's a good question from Courtney. I think just Viola, let me know if Courtney was the same Courtney who was here during the Blue Morning show. I wanted to make her Maud. Because she made some sense the way she spoke.
Here for the you know what we are.
Yep.
Champions of Europe.
We know what we are. Yes, we do.
We know what we are.
Yeah, that will make a huge difference. great images from Stamford Bridge from our man there live at the stadium. Okay, sorry, Courtney.
Can you hear?
Yes, we can hear that. You could go ahead, sing your lungs
No,
out. We can hear that.
We say it's going to be crazy today. We're going to win 2-0. How much is going to score the first goal?
I hope he does. I think I think he can do better than Militao, and what's his name? I think Havertz will have an edge over Militao and David Alaba. I think the whole back line of the Real Madrid, I think Havertz can do better than them. So I think I'm happy with the lineup, if you ask me. I tell Nick to start Carefree in the West End. Nick, if you can hear me, Cronus Dan here says. Okay, let's just enjoy Nick's voice while he sings. What do you think about the lineup, Just Viola? Okay, that's not for me. I cannot take credit for the balling news. Glenn informed us and about it first. Then my friend messaged me, and then deals CFC here. Okay, thank you very much. And you're a kind person. I hate taking credits too. And thank you to Glenn. Thank you for deals CFC. I think that's what makes us family here at Chelsea Perspective. We'll all collaborate to make it a fun show for everyone. And Nick is really doing a good job for us. That's brilliant to see. Well said. Steve Chelsea, okay, that's for Steve Chelsea. And yeah, all thought the same. And again, apologies to you, Courtney. Again, to me, you know why I thought you were a woman or a girl, but apologies. I really do mean that. I do not mean to refer to you as an opposite sex where what you're the other one. Nick, if you can hear me, can you get us anybody? Nick, can you hear me? Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I hope they stay as loud as they've said. Kante, Jorginho, Mount did really well against Real Madrid last season. And maybe that's probably the reason why Thomas Tuchel have opted to start them. So I'm not against that at all. So it's been the atmosphere in the stadium looks better than in the game than it was during the game against Brentford. Like I argued, probably the fans tired themselves out outside protesting before they got into the stadium. The players themselves looked downcast. A couple of factors contributed to that poor performance. You could argue also plus the international break and all that, because the players themselves, they hear everything that's going on, and there's no way it will not get to them because it is a huge question mark over the future and the operations of the club. So yeah, please, if you're watching, we have just 25 likes, and I think we can do better. If you haven't, be sure to smash that like button. And we have just about 5 minutes to round off, and we're not doing a watch along today. So we'll be done in around 4 minutes so that we can all go watch the game, and hopefully the boys will get us a win. Champions of Europe, yes, we know what we are. Keep singing that. You can sing it as loud as you want. And this Courtney saying, I was here this morning for sure. Yep, and you spoke, you sounded like, you know, an intelligent person and a person who's not a troublemaker. So that was why I decided to make you a moderator. And this is Steve Chelsea saying, we are inside the Stamford Bridge now. Yeah, we are. Our man, Nick, who did great for us on the day that the fans protested. He's been, bringing us some live pictures from the bridge, and I can't thank him enough. Yep, and this is Chichi as is saying, I just heard a stat from a Madrid fan that whenever they face the defending champions, they don't lose. That makes them a bit arrogant. And let's see what happens. Last time we met them, they thought they were going to win. I think they thought they were going to just sweep us aside and move on to the next round. But we'll see what happens. That's good to hear. And again, what makes me happy is whenever you think Chelsea will not do well, that's when they show up and then, make some big noise in the party. I think that will happen today. And Chichi is again, Nick, I'm a Naru the girl from always nice to see you here. And I always like to switch to our dialect to say hello to you You're one of the queens of the house. You and Just Viola and TC. Also Stribia, of course. He says Kovacic got injured against Madrid. Hopefully he can score or assist the second half when he comes on. I would have started him rather than Jorginho, but that's a good reason to start Jorginho because we needed to control the game. Again, whether we like it or not, the fact is we struggle to control games whenever Jorginho isn't on the pitch. And against Real Madrid, that is very important. They get really frustrated whenever opposition teams control the game. But against Carlo Ancelotti, you controlling the game isn't really good enough. If you control the game, if you get your chances, you must score goals. If you don't, they will hit you on a break, and they don't hardly miss chances these days. Again, and they defend better than they did under Zinedine Zidane. They defend as a unit. They press aggressively on the Carlo Ancelotti. And I think looking at the lineup, look at Vinicius Junior. He's on the left-hand side, but I see him alternating between the left and the right. And him, Valverde, and Benzema isn't that much. He doesn't have that much speed in him anymore. But with the way they're structured here, I think even though we'll be able to control the game, if we don't take our chances, they will hit us on a break. And believe me, we could end up losing the game. God forbid. I hope that doesn't happen. So we must be defensively cautious, which you could argue is the reason why Thomas Tuchel decides to field Cesar Azpilicueta as a left wing-back man rather than Marcos Alonso or Malang Sarr. But I'd rather start Malang Sarr there. But if not Marcos Alonso, no, it will be a risk. They will make a sandwich with him. You could see what's it? Okay, we have to go back to the stadium and bring Nick back in and enjoy that. I think on that note we can round up. Yeah, that is beautiful. Yeah, that's a beautiful picture. Nick, can you hear me? Nick, can you hear me? Yeah, Nick, is it possible to get us anybody who would interview for a minute on how they feel about the game? Can you get us any fan who'd be willing, that is to be interviewed on how they're feeling so that we can round off on that note? You have just 4 minutes.
I can't hear.
Can you find us? Is it possible to find any fan that'd be willing there to be interviewed? Yeah, I think Reece James would do a good job against Vinny.
Come on!
Yeah, we create enough chances, but we need to put the chances away. If we don't put the chances away, then we risk being losing the game. Even though I think we play better than Madrid will do today. Yeah, let's go. I think we have just 3 minutes before the game starts. I think on that note, Nick, if you can hear me, we have just 3 minutes before the game starts.
I'll let you go.
I think see you after the game. We'll talk after the game. I think let's call it a day from your end right now because I'll be ending the show in a bit. Just 3 minutes before the game starts. Okay, so with that, I want to say thank you to Nick Blue, who's brought us some live pictures from the stadium, and that's not easy. And to everybody in the chat, I want to say thank you to Glenn, thank you to CFC Fahim, thank you to Kronos Soro, thank you to SC for you, and thank you to our brother Ludishenko from Ukraine. Thank you, the Queen Just Viola. Thank you to all the queens in the house. CFC Fahim, please make sure to go check out his channel. Also, thank you to Steve Chelsea, Courtney, and everybody that found the time to join us today. With that, we've come to the end of the show. See you guys during the for another Blue Morning for the Blue Morning show tomorrow. And please stay safe, and hopefully the boys will get us a win today. Thank you, and God bless us all. Bye.